Welcome to my workshop. You are watching Casual DIY channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you a solution to a problem I'm having in my workshop, and I'm pretty sure you came across of that issue in your workshop as well. A few months ago I've bought a doweling jig from Drill Pro and I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic jig. However, I went for the budget version and I just got a cardboard box, and it actually does come with several pieces like these, and what I tend to do, I tend to lose it around my workshop, so I'm a little bit tired of that. And I also have four readers that I mostly use in my workshop or in my house. So for example, a moisture reader, decibel reader for my test of tools, and metal finder, especially if I'm working with reclaimed timber. So what happens usually, I put it somewhere away and I spend hours on trying to find it. Therefore, in today's video, I'm going to be creating two custom boxes. One for the Drill Pro doweling jig and the other one for the measuring devices. I've got some special foam as well, so everything will be sitting in nicely and tidy in those boxes. For the project itself, I'm going to be using 5mm plywood and 5mm foam as well. Now I wanted to buy 10mm ones, but it was out of stock, so we'll have to do a bit of layering work with the foam itself. And to cut everything out, I'm going to be using this absolutely amazing AlgoLaser Alpha with 22-watt power under the hood. Now, in my eyes, it's one of the most powerful modules you can find on the market when it comes to 20-watt modules. It really performs fantastically, and I'm going to drop you a link down below in the description of this video to a video where I actually show you how this machine operates and how good the module actually is. But without further ado, let's jump into my laptop and I'm going to show you a couple of free websites that you can use to actually design your boxes. However, I actually went and designed my boxes from scratch. Before we actually jump into the software on my laptop, we do need to take some measurements, okay? So we know what space and how big the boxes need to be. So first of all, let's measure everything up. When you take the measurements from your tools and you know how big the box needs to be, now we can jump into our software. Alright, I've actually got three websites that can, for free, generate for you some boxes, okay? The first one is boxes.py, and you've got a wide variety of different types of boxes. When you go to the menu and click on boxes, that's all the different types of boxes that you can use and generate with this website. Another one, a little bit more simpler version of a website is this one. I'm not going to try to pronounce this, so you just need to copy that and put it in your browser. And the last one is this one, Maker's Case. Again, you've got some simple boxes you can utilize in your projects and generate that. However, I made my boxes from scratch, first of all using SketchUp. As you can see, that's my design of the boxes with the working hinge, and at the top here, that's the cutouts for the foam itself. When I'm done designing in SketchUp, I then transfer all the files into Lightburn, and I just use this to add some text, as you can see here, and just cut everything out with my laser. As I mentioned before, I'm going to be making two boxes today, and the files for those will be for free for you to download. Just wait until the end of the video to find out how you can get those. And now, when we are finally happy with the design, it's now time to actually cut it out. And as I mentioned before, 5mm plywood sheet here, and we need to set up the focal point for our laser, and in this case it has got an amazing feature. Check this out: no screws, no knobs, anything like that. You've got one lever, retractable foot, goes down, drop it onto your material, lock the lever behind it, and then you've got this really cool button, press it and the foot goes up. Absolutely the best solution for setting focal points on a laser machine I've seen so far. As the machine is now working, let me just tell you a few features about it. On the module itself, you do have some LEDs. So first one is for air, second is for lens, and the last one is for flame. So you do have some really good information here straight away like the air LED will tell you how much air is coming through to the module itself. So for example, you can adjust the airflow and that will change the LED from green to amber to red depending on how much there is. And you can obviously change it with this really cool remote that comes with the air pump. The lens indicator will tell you if the lens needs cleaning or not, and obviously flame, it's one of the greatest features of this machine. You've got flame detection, so if the flame is present, it will let you know as well. The working area size is 400 millimeters by 400 millimeters. The power of the module itself is 22 watts. However, it's the second generation COS optical technology, so I think you'll be quite surprised how powerful this laser really is. The frame of the machine is really heavy duty metal frame, very stable. It does come with 2 limit switches as well. This laser also comes with a built-in Wi-Fi 2.4G, so if you've got a correct application, you can basically operate this machine with a tablet or your phone. The maximum speed of engraving on this machine is 400 millimeters per second. The machine also comes with some really cool safety features like the emergency stop button, key lock, but also the machine has got a offset detection and protection, tilt detection, laser beam detection and protection, which means if the laser is in one spot for too long, it will let you know of that issue. It also has got a current and voltage detection if there's any issues with that as well. Check that out, beautifully cut out, nice and crisp edges, no overburn, no nothing, absolutely perfect. And even the smaller pieces, look at that, no issues at all. Right then, let's cut out the rest of the parts. Now if you are operating a machine like this, I always suggest to have some sort of a fume extraction or just work it in a well ventilated room, as you know the fumes potentially could be quite harmful to you, so you know, think about your safety. And as you can see, I'm just engraving a logo in the second lid of the box. That's the lid for the second box. I just wanted to engrave something, and look at that, 15,000 millimeters per minute, 100% power, absolutely fantastic engravement of the letters. Look at that, brilliant job on this one. I'm just carrying on cutting out the pieces for this second box. Now this one is a little bit different, as the sides and the back will have this channel engraved, creating a groove of about 2 millimeters. This will house the lid itself, but you'll see that in just a second. And check that out, okay? So we're gonna have 3 pieces like this, where one is the back and 2 sides. And with that engravement, we actually managed to create a groove. It's about 2 millimeters deep, so it should be perfect to hold our top of the box. I'm probably going to run a bit of sandpaper just to smooth it out a little bit, but yeah, what do you think about that? Absolutely brilliant. We'll see how that's going to work in practice. Now it's time to cut out the EVA foam. As you can see, the laser has got no issues with this at all, and the power settings here are 1000 millimeters per minute and 40% power. And check that out, absolutely fantastic performance, no melting of the material, no nothing, just pristine and straight cut on the foam itself. And as to be expected, it will cut out all possible shapes that you can think of, which is perfect for our project. And also you can engrave this foam with the correct settings. So yeah, subscribe to my channel. Alright, and let's start putting the boxes together. First one is the one with the hinge, okay, so check that out. In the main part, in this side, we have cut out the circle. The circle goes in there and basically it pivots on that, okay. So we need to glue that circle onto the end of this, which is square. Absolutely perfect and the easiest solution for a hinge that you can cut out on a laser machine. Okay, so I'm just going to be using CA glue with unactivated to put everything together. I just found it to be the easiest way. And I could not help myself. I've actually engraved casual DIY doweling jig on this as well. To be fair, a bit of an afterthought, but I did like the one I did for the second box, and I thought to myself, tell you what, I need this for the first box as well. So I've done the engravement on it as well, and as you can see, it's absolutely fantastic quality. Okay, so let's put the box together. Already done a dry fit and everything fits absolutely perfectly with no issues at all. You don't really need a ton of glue, as all the pieces really fit as a friction fit, so you won't have any issues with it at all. At this point, we're going to put in the lid. You don't glue anything else, you just put it in the slot on the side, rest it at the front, and I'm going to whack this side in. Obviously, you can use wood glue if you want, no issues with that. However, for me, CA will do. Right, I'm going to whack a couple of clamps on it and let it rest. And there you go. The first box is ready, and look how awesome it actually looks like. Best of all, the working hinge for the lid itself. Absolutely brilliant. One thing I forgot to mention is that you need to add a tiny chamfer at the back of the lid itself. I've just sanded it away, just a tiny chamfer, so basically it opens without any issues. But look at that, a fantastic box, and I'm so happy, so pleased with this hinge. It works great. So the next step is to put in the foam. There's few ways you can actually do this. Okay, so you can use double-sided tape, you can use the CA glue with an activator, and you can use spray adhesive. I'm not sure which one will work the best. I'm going to start with the spray adhesive and we'll see how it goes. And just check out the engravement in the foam itself. Absolutely fantastic. Some depth to it. Really, really cool. Okay, let's whack in a bit of this spray adhesive. Just add something heavy to it to hold it down as the glue dries. Although we need to connect these two pieces, and I'm thinking I'm going to use the CA for this. Make sure it's nice and even and apply some pressure. And in the same way, I'm going to put the second box as well. And check that out. Again, absolutely fantastic, beautiful box. And I do really like the facility with the sliding top. Absolutely fantastic and cool idea. And check it out how it works. Just slide in the top, no issues at all. And there you go, guys. Works as a charm. Fantastic box. Really proud of both of them. But now, let's put the foam inside as well. Now, the last thing that is left to do with these two boxes is to add some finish to it. Now, I'm going to be using spray varnish, but it's up to you what you want to do. Alright then, varnish has dried. Let's load these boxes up. Beautiful. Perfect fit. And now the doweling jig. Really do like the subscribe with the bell here. It looks absolutely awesome. Now I can get rid of this ugly box, as I've got a new beautiful box for my Drill Pro doweling jig. Awesome. And I do like the idea that even with a laser you can make lids like this, or even hinges like these for your boxes, so you don't need any extra hardware. And as you can see, it was ever so easy to actually make them, especially if you've got the right machine for it, like this AlgoLaser Alpha with 22-watt module on board. 5mm plywood, no issues at all, and as you've seen, it actually packs enough power to go through much thicker materials as well. And as you can see, with a laser you can really do some amazing projects, not just really simple cutouts, but actually hinges as well. Now, if you are interested in this particular laser, I do have some links for you down below in the description of this video, so you can check out all the specs for this machine and all the features it has. And I have to say, it's definitely quite packed with those. But also, I do have free files for these two boxes, especially for you, and they're absolutely for free. A link to those again is down below in the description of this video. I hope these will come in a bit handy in your workshop. However, if you are interested in other workshop projects, DIY projects, or maybe tool reviews, I've got plenty of videos on those topics. I've got some really cool playlists just for you. So hopefully I'll see you on those videos there. Take care.